It's midnight.
Sitting downtown in a railway station.
And what week one of some betting football we had. Spenser, how you doing?
Good. The stink of shame is slowly coming off of me because it was heavy. I had to hide from friends and family. I felt so terrible. Awful start to the season.
I felt like I was in a scene from Braveheart, like a battle scene, and I was just bamboozled. I felt so confident going in, and then I'm in the middle of this battlefield. I'm looking around as I'm being swarmed by all these fucking legions. The English army is everywhere. People are getting chopped down. It's fucking graphic. Gruesome out there.
I know. Alex Smith dealt us a real lesson in hubris. We talked so much shit about him. And first game of the year, we got all excited, thought we were hot shit, talked about the Patriots, put an uncomfortable amount of money on them. And what happened? The Chiefs beat us down and ripped us apart.
Down. Where do you think we went wrong in analyzing this bet?
We just got.
We got.
They
I think
feasted
the first thing
on our carcasses like a bunch of crazed jackals.
Yeah, we did. The football gods. We tried to say that we fucking knew exactly how betting worked, what was going to happen, and the football god said, "No, fuck you guys. You do not know this."
Yeah, they said you guys are playing in 2016. This is a new season, new ball game, new shit. This season, Gronk looks like he was getting up off the field. He looked so slow. He looked like it was broken. His body made of goddamn plates. Old China, your mom's China. God damn it. I just have him on my fantasy team too. I was just like, what a worthless pick, even if I got him in the third round. Just pathetic. Before I forget, and we talk about other things, speaking of mom's China, Kevin White.
Oh my God.
Poor guy, man.
Well, his nickname has got to be Mr. Glass.
He is Mr. Glass.
Mr. Glass. Dude, what a just horrible turn of events for that young man.
And it's all broken bones with him. That's why he is literally Mr. Glass.
Mr. Glass. He's played in like 4 games in 3 years.
It's insane.
So shitty. They lose Brandon Marshall. Courtney Meredith tears ACL, and Mr. Glass can never stay on the field. But even with all that, that's a different bet we'll talk about. We're still on Patriots.
Yeah, back to that. I mean, I still felt good. It was 27-21 to start the fourth. They were
winning. And they came out shooting. It was about to be 14-0 real quick if Gronk holds on to that fucking ball. And then I think the momentum is all our way. I was just watching that game being like, oh, this shit is fucking done. But as you know in football, things can turn really quickly. Fucking Alex Smith and Andy Reid is a goddamn monster when he's got a couple weeks to sit there and game plan. Not only that, I think they were sitting there relishing the fact that they got to go in front of a national audience Thursday night football in Foxborough and have a chance to beat fucking Belichick and Brady. And they pulled out all the stops. They were doing some crazy ass trick plays. They had their little special players doing all kinds of crazy things, giving it to the tight end, like Kelsey doing option plays. Like, what in the fuck was that?
Pulled out all the tricks. That little tight end shovel pass. They ran it about 6 times.
It was insane.
It was nuts.
What? Oh my God.
And all of a sudden Alex Smith is bombing it like Rodgers. Just, you don't think I can throw deep? Got him. Fucking
75-yarder to Hill. Another like 79-yarder to Kareem. Like, who in the fuck? And then the second coming of God, Kareem Hunt.
Yeah.
Fucking tearing up shit.
So it was a bad start, and then early morning Sunday, at least with our pool, I lost every single game except for one of them. It was a disastrous start for me.
It was a disaster. It was so bad.
I mean, we can run down some of that. First of all, I wouldn't looked it up. There were 77 sacks this weekend.
My God. Do you have a stat on is that the most all-time weekend one?
I don't know. We don't have a stat guy, but it was a lot.
Fucking God damn it.
Led by none other than the Sacksonville Jaguars, who just ate the Texans' lunch.
Didn't they have 10 sacks?
10.
My God. Before Texas offensive line, they need to get Brown signed now.
Yeah. Brown and Beckham's agents loved this weekend. They're just like, yep,
yeah,
we're getting money.
Yeah, that Texas game, we were so wrong about that. We talked so much shit. See, we talk so much goddamn shit, but this is week 1 of football, guys.
That was a heart bet, and I don't blame it. We said, even if they lose, don't blame us because, look, we're doing it for our city, our hometown. There was no brains in that. Don't bet with your heart, ladies and gentlemen. You get got.
You get got. And also, I feel like week 1 of football, you need to kind of take the foot off the pedal a little bit. It's not like we truly know what these guys are going to come out there and do. Because watching preseason football, you don't have a good understanding of what these squads are all about. Preseason football gives you a little bit of sprinkle here about a player. Oh, this guy's going to do that. But understanding what the actual squads are going to come out and do on a Sunday is not happening.
No, like your Bengals. Let's talk about that for a second.
God, Jesus Christ. You know what? I was telling Spenser before we started this podcast today, this is not horse gambling. You cannot just say a team is going to win based on the colors that they wear, and that is completely what happened to me. I love orange and black. I totally was in love with that, and they got murdered. Andy Dalton, 5 turnovers, 4 picks, 3 of which were all his, I have no idea what the fuck that guy was looking at. He threw it into the quadruple coverage so many times. He looked horrible. He
did.
Looked so bad.
And the Ravens, to their credit, defense looked amazing. Brandon Williams just eviscerated their offensive line. It wasn't even close.
Oh my God, yeah. I was talking so much shit against the Ravens, calling them boring, calling them vanilla. They just showed so much shit right up my face this week.
I know.
God damn it. They're like, you think you know, fool? Fuck you.
Speaking of thinking I know, the Cardinals, I've been
oh my God.
I've been holding out hope for them for a full year and a half now. They're fucking dead to me. Done.
They better be dead. I better not hear you say another goddamn word about betting on those motherfuckers.
No, they're buried and done. They came out so hot, and you're like, oh, Cardinals are back. Yeah. And no. Jim Caldwell and the Lions, to their credit, they busted him in the mouth and won by
the CUDA
17. No David Johnson and the ghost, the corpse that is Carson Palmer back there behind a shaky O-line.
Do you mean the crypt keeper?
Yeah. Good luck with that.
They're so fucked. They're horrible. We're never betting them again. Now we know.
That's why we need a few weeks. I still feel like this is preseason. Although, you know what?
True.
The Browns looked feisty.
You know what? I like that. I fucking like that a lot. Only losing by 3.
Leave it to Big Ben to not cover on the road.
Classic. But we've been liking the Browns. We like their offensive line. We like their defense. We just, I thought for sure the Steelers were going to score more points than that. But what the fuck? Week 1. This is the preseason.
Some of that week 1 stuff. What else did you see this weekend that shocked or excited you or, made you say, what happened there?
I fucking really enjoyed watching my boy DeMarcus Lawrence eat the New York Giants offensive line, non-existent offensive line up. Even though, hey, look, I know New York's offensive line fucking bullshit, but our Cowboys defensive line is not supposed to be that great either. They showed me some things. I like that.
Hey, they can at least beat a bad offensive line, and that's a start.
There we go. That's a start. That's all I'm asking. All I ask is to see that, and that was nice.
You can only play what's in front of you, and they dominated them.
Dominated. That game should have been even worse. It should have been worse than 19-3 for sure.
Ben fucking McAdoodle over there. I don't know what offense the Giants. I mean, they didn't have any. No offensive line, no running game, and no Odell. He should be the highest paid player in the NFL now.
Pay that man, because that team fucking sucks without him.
They were useless. Defense was great, but the offense was useless.
Yeah, Eli Manning, he didn't get it's over 200 yards to deep into the fourth quarter passing wise.
Yeah, that was a boring game.
Well, it was a great game for me.
Yeah, no, it was a great win for the Cowboys. I'm just saying, usually their games are like back and forth, comes down to the wire. It's crazy. That one was just putting me to sleep.
Yeah, for sure. I love another good one was that Chargers one. The Chargers fucking Denver. Thought it was over. Was really upset.
That was the bad beat / backdoor cover of the weekend, and that saved our little asses.
Ooh, we lost some money early. I'm not gonna lie, we lost some money early. I had to go to work, so I said, Spenser, you monitor this. So it's just got all of his TVs. He's looking at every game. He's sitting there, and it's looking like mission control. And our mission was spiraling out of control. We were shooting out of the atmosphere, wrong trajectory, going towards the sun. And Spenser was back there fucking calculating, doing some fucking Apollo 13 shit, making sure that we fucking went back on course. He got oxygen back going in that fucking room. He was like, listen, this is what we need to do. We're fucking losing this shit. We need to make a goddamn respirator out of a goddamn tin cup and a golf ball. You did that, brother.
Did
tell them how you did that.
17 points in the fourth. The Broncos almost blew it. Oh
my god!
We got a nice little backdoor push. A push is a win. I don't care what anyone says. A push
is a win, baby.
Push is a win. Soccer rules. Tie's a win.
Tie's a win. I like that. And then we got to see that kicker. What's his name? Chung Gun Ho.
I think it's Young Wei or Young Hu. It's not Young Ho, but I like to call him that because it's cooler. But it's a horrible pronunciation. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that is not the way you pronounce his name. Don't be an asshole like me.
I need a stat sheet over here, for the love of God.
Let's talk about what the Rams. What?
Oh my God. That is the shocker of the week. 47 points?
Is it though? It's Scott Tolzien. Like, I know we want to give the Rams credit where credit's due, but it's Scott fucking Tolzien and the Colts.
Well, then what the fuck were we thinking not hammering that bet?
We weren't.
Hammering it.
We were in 2016 land with the Rams. I mean, do you see Jim Pagano's press conference?
Yeah, he said it was playing the Niners. That's how bad he got his ass kicked. He got his ass kicked so bad, he didn't even know what team kicked his ass.
Dear Lord, we should have known red flags when they traded for Jacoby Brissett right before the beginning of the season.
Jacoby Brissett, oh God.
Good luck. You know what, Cardinals fans out there, at least you get the Colts next week because that's as good as it's going to get for you.
We better, all right, so oh, God. So do we need to hammer? No, we're not allowed to bet on the Cardinals anymore.
No, I can't even make picks today. Look, the only thing that saved me I'm going to be honest with ladies and gentlemen. After Thursday night, we were crushed, and then we were a Mike Glennon touchdown pass away from just being taken off on a stretcher, season over. The Falcons, maybe the Bears just played a good game. I don't know, but Mike Glennon had 4 shots from the 8-yard line, and I was nervous. I pooped my pants. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie. I had to work this Sunday, and thank God I did. So I did not have to sit there and poop my pants and think about how shitty. Because basically Falcons barely escaped right there. The Steelers won by 3. It's goddamn nothing. We lost the goddamn Cardinals. We lost the Texans. The Raiders won, which was a close one.
And we didn't even bet that. At that point, we were broken. We were broken. But why do we fall?
Showed us we can get back up again. Oh, whatever that line is supposed to be. We haven't even talked about Saints Vikings.
No, because I want to talk about the thing that made me happiest. When I was down for the count, I could rely on my team, the 49ers, to always come through for me when I need them. So I love them.
This is what I was saying. I was telling them, talk about when you went Apollo 13 and you had to save the mission.
I saved the mission by betting the house against my team because I knew the Niners would come through for me and stand no goddamn chance against the Panthers. Cam Newton didn't even play well, and it did not matter. That game was over at halftime, and it was in the gambling world, it's like the best thing you can have. Just a nice cruise control, second half. You're not worried. There is really no threat there with the Niners. They look better. They're playing harder, But
I love the Niners because they gave us the happiness.
They gave us what we needed in a time of despair.
That is a true fucking team right there, supporting its fan base through thick and thin, wins and losses.
Yeah, that's how you grow and learn to love your team when they're bad, ladies and gentlemen. You just bet against them, and then they're giving back to you in another way.
God, it's so genius. That needs to go on our wall for sure.
Did you see? We haven't. It's funny because we've been sitting here talking about it. We didn't even talk about the biggest game, quote unquote, of the weekend: Seahawks-Packers.
I know. Seahawks pack. What was it? It's the first time, right? Aaron Rodgers had 0 points at halftime since like fucking back in the goddamn day.
Yeah, and I hate to side with Seahawks fans here, but they were robbed on that.
Yeah, they were robbed. That was the most bullshit call of all time.
Plus the ejection over, I don't know what that was.
Yeah, they got fucked. Definitely got fucked on that.
But they still deserve to lose because their offensive line is criminal. You have Russell Wilson, and it looks like they want to get him killed.
Russell running for his life.
There's a screenshot of Russell Wilson in that game where he's running away, but it almost looks like he's dropping back to pass, and he has 4 Packers defensive linemen in front of him, and they look like they're his offensive line. There's not a Seahawks player in sight.
God. He was the leading rusher in this game, or on his team, with 40 yards.
Yeah, and that wasn't on purpose. He was just trying to save his own life.
Yeah.
Because Mike Daniels just bitch slapped Luke Jokel around the field and that whole team. It was just, whoa.
No, yeah, Mike Daniels is all over that place.
But the Seahawks D's back. They're good.
They're filthy. They're going to come after you. They're going to eat you. Yeah, no.
Beast mode's back?
Beast mode. That is making a lot of people excited.
Not a ton of yardage, but he was trucking fools.
He still... Dude, he ran over Jarrell Casey like he was nothing. That's a fucking Pro Bowl beast right there.
It's a 300-pound man. He just said, sit down.
God, I like this Oakland team. I like him a lot.
Oh, yeah. Fournette was trucking people, too.
Oh, my God. We watched him a little bit earlier in that first game. My God. He was running like a man possessed, motherfucker.
That's that Tom Coughlin. He comes in and says, look, Blake Bortles, you are not passing like Drew Brees anymore. You're passing 15 times a game, and only when we absolutely have to.
Yes, 11 of 21, under 25.
Blake Bortles, the game manager. No more garbage time fantasy points for you, buddy.
Well, but how shitty for Allen Robinson, though?
Yeah, that was a bummer.
Literally, such a bum. That guy, I like that guy.
He's a great player. You never like to see that. You know, it's rough.
Rough. Too rough. So what do we take away from weekend 1 action, Spence? What are we taking away from this?
Tony Romo is the one man in the country I want to live bet with. He was calling out every single play in the Raiders-Titans game. Romadamus.
I knew he'd be a legend. God damn it, I've been saying it. God damn, how could he not?
He even held it together in the fourth quarter. He was killing it.
He finished strong.
He finished strong. He started strong. He finished strong. Good riddance, Phil Simms. You done.
You know what? He never won a goddamn Super Bowl, but by God, I think one day he'll broadcast one, and he'll do a hell of a job.
Speaking of broadcasting, I didn't get to hear the Monday night broadcast because I was watching most of it at Houston's.
Yeah, baby. I was there.
And wow, I had to play it back today. Rex Ryan and Beth Cohen. Oof. Oof.
It was Rex Ryan?
Yeah. Who
is he a one and done?
He's not good in the booth. He's good on those little segments where he can just flap his gums and be Rex Ryan, but in the booth, whoa.
He was that horrible.
Yeah. It was bad.
Well, it's classic. It's just like his coaching. Fucking under par.
I guess we have to talk about the Saints too, because I've hated the Saints for 3 years, yet I picked them in our pool for some stupid fucking reason.
No one understands it. You were making fun of me all last year with my Saints pick, And then here we go, vice versa.
Maybe that's why. I think deep down I wanted to win with the Saints just to rub it in a little more in you.
Just to prove, yeah, that's exactly what the fuck it was.
Bradford killed it, but I'm not putting any stock into that because he killed it last year in the first 5 games, and this is against the Saints defense. So, I need to see more, Sam, but hell of a first game.
Hey, hell of a first game. How about that Stephon Diggs?
Oh, I love Diggs.
I love Diggs too. Why didn't I draft him?
I don't know.
What was I thinking? Bad play, bad call, bad show, Peter. Bad show. Or was it bad form? Whatever he says in Hook. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. We need a sound bite of that.
Oh, we'll get it. I'm on the sound bites now. We got them. All
right, good. We need mas.
Well, I got to talk about the sheet a little bit. Kyle beat us both.
God damn it! What was my stats? What were your stats? Speak them out. You're there.
If the Chargers hadn't have covered, I would have been third from dead last.
Jesus.
Yes, that backdoor saved my podcast sheet season. I mean, and I'm still scrolling down right now to find myself. It was such a pathetic performance. I had to change my name.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, I'm going to Johnny Utah. Joey Bros is dead. He paddled out. He's not coming back. Okay. I'm currently in 62nd. I went 4-11.
What am I?
You're in 38th.
It's not the worst.
Well, what's sad is I went 4-11, and you went 8-7, and you're only 10 points ahead of me.
So I just sucked at assessing my points.
Yes, sir.
God damn it!
One thing I saw. Guess who's in the top 10?
Kyle or the guy who won it last year?
No, we have someone way more illustrious sitting at 10. A legend.
Oh,
a Hall of Famer.
Outlaw Pete?
Outlaw Pete, baby.
God damn it.
Outlaw Pete went 7-8, but scored 70 points and is in the top 10. That's the most Outlaw Pete picking time of the week.
God damn it.
This guy's a fucking legend. I love Outlaw Pete.
God damn, Outlaw Pete.
Maybe
Case Sizzle at fucking 9. Is that Kyle Shantz?
Yeah.
At 19? Motherfucker.
But Kratos won the week.
103. God.
10-5 with 103 points, and guess what? He's an Eagles fan. And this was a bonus week, so he gets a prize.
Oh, what the fuck?
This sheet is being dominated by Eagles fans, ladies and gentlemen. Eagles fan won it last year, and Eagles fan got second last year, and now we got an Eagles fan winning week 1?
This is
put
disgusting.
A fucking end to this.
Yeah, I can't lose to Eagles fans. They're dirty. They don't play right. They boo when you get injured.
Well, they played right on Sunday. Carson Wentz did things.
Ooh, dude, that play was nasty. That was very Donovan McNabb against the Cowboys-esque.
It was.
It was beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. It's fucking dirty.
Yeah, if you like football, you like that play. That was good.
Ooh,
Carson.
Yeah, I think in Eagles-Cowboys for that division, I think the Giants are fucked. It's all enough of them to realize they should be dead last in the division.
Speaking of divisions, Buffalo Bills, number 1 in the AFC East.
You gotta like that, Buffalo.
Jaguars, number 1 in the AFC South, and first time they're over 500 in 6 years.
Oh my God! I hope to God they partied so hard after that victory.
Oh, live it up. Live it up, Jayville. Sacksonville.
They're going to party.
That's what we need. I need to get the sound effect of that cat. That they play. Yeah, I want that. Because the Bengals, we're pulling that shit. You guys are done.
Bengals suck. They're fucked.
We're going to make a wall of friends and not friends of the show and not friends of the show. Bengals and Cardinals, you're not friends.
You're terrorists.
Yeah. I mean, the Chiefs stole a lot of money from us, but they're still friends of the show because we respect it. It's different.
Oh, I respect the hell out of them. Well, I'm fucking ready for some more bets, but that's on Thursday's edition of this show.
Oh, I can't wait. Like I said, there's still some shame on me. It was a horrible week. I went 4-11 in the sheet, 5-9-1 in our picks. You went 8-6-1. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? the Fab Five, which I post on the website.
There we go.
That's usually the picks we would bet, and we went 3-1-1. I can live with that.
I can live with that. You know what that means? Money.
We went 0-2 in our moneyline dogs. Sorry, can't win them all. But Fab Five, there's hope. See,
there's hope for us.
We're gonna get in the film room, get the game tape, see where we went wrong, cut some people.
There needs to be some cuts. There needs to be some reckoning with ourselves. It has to happen.
Speaking of reckoning, did you see Adrian Peterson at all? Like, why was he shocked he wasn't getting the ball a lot?
Number one, why in the fuck did you go to New Orleans? Of course you're not getting the ball a lot, fool.
And when they did, it was so obvious he was getting the ball, it made their offense look shitty.
Offense is fucked.
He was like, Peterson's coming in a single back set, and we know where it's going.
God, they're so fucked. Peterson, why did you do this? We love you. We don't want to watch you like this. End your career like this.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, motherfucker. He should have just gone to Dallas for less money, where we would have just run. We would have shared the love.
I don't think he had a lot of options. I don't even think. Maybe that was it. He could have gone to Houston. He could have gone a lot of other places. Shit, the Giants. My God.
Well, my God, but yeah, he would have gotten killed there. He wouldn't have finished. He wouldn't have finished the year. They would have blown him to space.
Better to go out on your shield than just wither away in New Orleans.
Classic.
Well, we'll be back on Thursday. Our top 10
People,
will be posted on the website.
Fucking vengeance.
Oh,
Thursday.
I'm ready. Champions, you can't measure our heart. You're going to lose some in this biz. When you're picking games. Oh, my God. You hear that cough?
It's all right. Get it out. Cough it out. You're coughing out last week's losses.
It's the fever. I got the fever.
You got a J this week, baby.
But it's back.
Yeah, we did.
We're
it's
back.
I'll
be back. You'll be back Thursday.
Boom.
One dog, man.
Peace.
One dog over the line. Downtown railway station. One dog over the line.
One toke, you poor fool.
Sweet, sweet Mary.
Where do you see those goddamn bats, man?